And now it's time for
the Pinball Show. The Pinball Show.
Hey everyone, this is Mel from Zen. I'm so excited that you could join us here today for the premiere of the Pinball Show. This is Zen's new format for bringing you all of our news, big and small, related to pinball here at Zen. As you know, we love pinball. We've been working on it forever. We've made a ton of tables. But this year, 2021, is going to be like a year like no other, in my opinion. And this is going to be the place where you can find all this exciting news firsthand. We can be conversational, we can be informative, and most of all, we can have fun together. And I'm just really glad that we figured this all out. So now I'm going to introduce you to Bobby and Rose, our hosts. And of course, you'll be seeing me on other episodes here and there. And otherwise, enjoy the show. Thanks for being a fan of Zen. And let's play some pinball.
What's up, Pinball Wizards? My name's Bobby Marsh.
And I'm Rose Camara. And this is the Pinball Show, presented by Zen Studios.
In fact, there is so much pinball in Zen Studios' pipeline, they had no choice but to make a show about it.
Every month, we'll be with you on the latest inside scoop on everything pinball happening at Zen Studios.
We got trailers, announcements, interviews, all kinds of exclusives.
Everything from pinball on the new consoles, to the new arcade one-up cabinets, to things you haven't even heard about yet.
Actually, let's go ahead and talk about one of those things you haven't heard about yet. Are you ready for our biggest announcement ever? Wow, a new Pinball FX. But tell us, Mel, what did we just watch? What was that?
You saw the very first look, the very first taste, the very first anything that we're revealing about Pinball FX, brand new pinball platform from Zen Studios, in development now, coming in 2021. Finally, I know you all have been sitting there wondering what is Zen constantly alluding to and what are we teasing? Well, it was time to show you something. And we've given you a look at kind of the style, the image, what we're going for with Pinball FX going forward. There's obviously a ton of details to get into and things that you want to know and our players want to know right now. Yeah. We're going to be revealing those over the months because some of it is undecided still, but we can assure you there's a new Pinball FX coming.
Well, I am so excited personally. I cannot wait to play the new Pinball FX. Can you share with us your favorite moments? I know you've been doing pinball for years. Can you share with us some highlights over the years?
Yeah, you know, there's so much. I look back to 2007, you know, the first Pinball FX came out on Xbox Live Arcade. And if you would have told me that we would still be working on Pinball FX in 2021, I would, you know, you told Mel back then, I would say like, you're insane, you're nuts. But here we are. And I try to think of like all the things that have happened. There's so much. Nolan North comes to mind. You know, he voiced our Deadpool in the Deadpool table. And I've been a huge Nolan North fan forever. So just getting to work with him was like definitely a highlight of all this. He was hilarious. The VO sessions were just, you know, insanely funny.
Yeah, I think everybody has a little Deadpool in them. I mean, I think that's what makes things fun. Tell them more about me. I can't.
But really, I mean, I just have to say, like, working with the teams at these IPs as Lucasfilm and Marvel, Universal, South Park Studios, the guys at Valve for Portal, The Walking Dead with Telltale, all these people have contributed to the success of Pinball FX over the years. And we've been able to learn from them. We've been able to get new ideas and new thinking, ways of doing things. And it's really helped shape who we are as a studio and our ability to create really fun experiences. So that's what I think back on, you know, and those are the best things. Those are the biggest moments. It's just the cool people that we've gotten to work with over the years.
Yeah. That's so many. So when I think of Zen Pinball, I think of the Marvel, I think of the Star Wars Jurassic Park tables. Those are my favorite. So what about Pinball Royale? Can you tell us about Pinball Royale?
Yeah, we kind of teased that in that trailer, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pinball Royale I don't know. It's going to be bonkers. Like, it's just going to be so fun. It's an entire kind of new creation within Pinball FX. I think it's going to be a real pillar of the game for a long time. It's going to be kind of crazy. You're going to have a lot of players all together at the same time. You'll be able to do things to different players, affect their game. And at the end, you're going to have a pinball wizard. So we'll be revealing a lot more about Pinball Royale in the time ahead. I know everyone's going to want to check it out. Like, what is it? We've been doing some early testing, a lot of prototyping, a lot of iteration. We are going to get some early feedback. So like a beta or something like that, right? So yeah, you'll be able to check it out really soon.
Yeah, being a competitive person, I'm so excited to battle my friends and family on that. And what about the name Pinball FX? Why not Pinball FX4?
Yeah, I knew that was going to come up, and you're all probably sitting there a little confused, like, what is Pinball FX? And it should be FX4, whatever. There's a lot going on with this game, and when we summed up all the pieces and we looked at the big picture, we realized that we were actually really rebooting Pinball FX. And we needed to just kind of start over from scratch. We have new technology we're working in. There's new consoles. I consider this our next gen platform. There's a lot of new features. There's maybe some new business models. This new feature like Pinball Royale. And so it just didn't really fit into the FX3 framework. And as the game is not packaged the way that you knew it from before. So it is a total reboot. I expect this will be a platform that we support for the next huge phase. You're not going to see FX2 come. Consoles are operating differently now. Technology changes much faster. And so to support that, you just need a game that can operate across platforms. That's really what FX is designed to do.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm so excited. So Battle Royale games are often seasonal. Are we going to see seasonal events with Pinball FX?
Yeah, we are. We're huge fans of games like Fortnite and PUBG and all those games. We took a lot of inspiration from Tetris 99 and these sort of seasonal events that allow us to refresh content, to keep things interesting. That's kind of, that's what we're going for. You're going to see that. It also allows us to do really fun and unique things with our brands and the IPs that we work with. So we get a lot of new creative freedom and a lot of new things. It's just going to keep it really fresh. It's going to be really kind of evolving on a constant basis. It's going to be really cool.
I'm pumped for it. I'm speechless. I know you guys get so much feedback from the community. How do you process that? How do you handle it? How do you give it back or give back to the community?
That's good. Thank you all for your feedback over these last 14 years. Some of you I know, like, we're friends, even though you talk to us one way online and then you send me a mail or a personal message. I know you guys. Pinball's a tough game to get right. And especially when you have such passionate fans and the game has so much history, there's a lot of things and there's a lot of nuances about the game, which are very specific and hard to master. But we take your feedback super seriously, good and bad. We're happy to receive it. And I look back over all these years and like there's specific modes and content or actually tables and things that people said they wanted. And we said, that's an amazing idea. Of course, we need to do that. So your feedback ends up in the game. It helps us shape what we do. And, we're going to keep that going. We have a big whiteboard with all sorts of crazy ideas. Some with like stars next to them and, someone's going to see their idea in our game. That's just what happens here at Zen Studios with Pinball FX.
Right. So you hear that community, they take your feedback and they make it happen. So what about new tables? Are there new tables coming?
Yeah. I know PR and marketing are cringing right now. Like, Mel, do not spill the beans, like, bzz. I'll tell you this. We have a lot of new IPs coming. Partners we've never worked with before. Some things that I've hinted at personally, you've seen me talk about them or hint about them. They're coming this year, you guys. This is the year they're going to hit. You're going to hear about all this news right here on the Pinball Show. Like, this is where you can go now to like get these announcements. But it's really cool. Yes, some amazing surprises coming, and just 2021 is going to rock, dude. I mean, like, seriously, it's going to be really, really off the hook.
Right. What about, I heard you mention consoles. Can we talk about consoles? What consoles are going to be?
Yeah, the platform question is difficult right now. We're announcing the game a little early because we just wanted to get conversational about it. I would love to confirm platforms. I mean, ideally, I can tell you exactly where this is going to ship. There's a lot of business in this game because we have so much licensed content. But right now, I can just tell you this is our next gen platform. Can't confirm specific platforms, but we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. Again, just stay tuned to this show. We'll let you know.
Awesome. So yeah, all of our updates are going to be here on the show. Mel, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to have you on again and talk with you more. And speaking of announcements, we're going to dive deeper into ones we recently made.
In case you missed the announcement in October, The Mandalorian joined Zen Star Wars Pinball portfolio as the landmark 20th table, set in a galaxy far, far away.
The table adapts the entire first season of the show to pinball gameplay with story-based missions that you can play in any order.
From the perspective of Mando, accept bounties, pursue targets, find the child, and fight Imperial troopers and other bounty hunters.
Navarro, Arvala 7, and Sorgan will all be faithfully represented on the table with music and sound effects adding further authenticity.
3D animated characters include the Mandalorian, the Child, a Stormtrooper, and IG-11, with 3D objects such as the Razor Crest, Gideon's Outland TIE Fighter, and the AT-ST as seen in Chapter 4, Sanctuary.
The table itself will be placed in the cargo hold of the Razor Crest. You can expect to be playing the Mandalorian pinball table in spring 2021. Okay, let's flip on over to the next announcement.
We heard you guys asking for it when Arcade 1-Up cabinets started bursting onto the scenes a couple of years ago, and now it's happening. Digital pinball arcade cabinets featuring tables designed by Zen.
And it's not just one, it's 3, each having 10 great tables.
The Williams machine is styled to look exactly like Attack from Mars, and you can also play classics like Fish Tales, Medieval Madness, and Tales of Arabian Nights.
Did you know that the first 4 Marvel pinball tables were originally released 10 years ago? What better way to celebrate that than with this beauty, which includes tables like Spider-Man, Thor, and Wolverine.
Or travel to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars Pinball, featuring everything from tables based on films such as Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars The Force Awakens, to tables based on characters like Han Solo and Darth Vader. There is even a table based on Star Wars Rebels, one of our favorite animated Star Wars shows.
If you have always wanted a pinball machine but couldn't fit one in your home or in your budget, take a look at these.
These cabinets are designed to fit perfectly into your kid's bedroom or your home game room, and are available for a very affordable price.
They even feel like the real thing with a plunger to fire the ball, great haptic feedback, and the ability to nudge and tilt. It really feels like there's a ball in there. All are available right now, so go ahead and check out arcade1up.com or check with your local retailer.
And now it's time for Let's Ask Akosh!
Hi, Akosh here. I hope you're enjoying the show. I've got some community highlights for you, which is good for you because you get to learn what's going on in the awesome Pinball FX community, and it's good for me as well because I get to be on camera again, so thanks. Our community manager Lina is bringing back competition into our Discord server with the Lords of Pinball FX tournament series. Bragging rights, codes, social shoutouts, and silly rewards are on the line. If you want to compete in this week's I Watched the Pinball Show and all I've got was this lousy Discord title tournament, then go to the description and click the link. Community highlights of the month. Check out the Loves Club video, Funhouse Top 10 Strategies. We just posted it on the Pinball FX Twitter. Check it, it's there. We got these lovely mugs from the TFFT Pinball League, which I'm going to use every day, so thank you for that. And we have Sebastian's awesome cab, which is one of the most greatest cabs out there. It folds in on itself, it moves around, it looks great. That was all from me. Back to you, Bobby and Rose.
Also, don't forget, we'll be back every month to share with you all the new and exciting things happening here on the Pinball Show.
We already have a lot more cool stuff to share with you next month.
And as cool as the new table for The Mandalorian may be, we're definitely not done with our Star Wars pinball announcements.
That's right, we will announce a brand new Star Wars game on the next episode.
See y'all next time.
The Pinball Show.